Blue Plug Solutions and can be seen along Interstate 95 in Providence as it peers over the traffic.
The Woonsocket City Council met on Monday evening for our regular meeting. Following the usual licenses and consent agenda matters, the council heard from Councilman Canoyer on tax assessments and Cass Park improvement plans. Al Beauprelant then reviewed the Woonsocket Heritage Canal District proposal for the public, and I spoke to Mayor Baldelli Hunt's comments last week on the radio, blaming the City Council for all of the tax assessment problems being faced by some residents of the city. There were 3 ordinances given final unanimous approval. The first was to approve changes to the winter emergency parking at various city parks. Then the amendment to the elderly tax credit was passed, and the third was to rename Florence Drive to Mayor Susan D. Menard Memorial Drive. There were 2 new ordinances being proposed. The first was offered to bring the negotiation process in line with state law, the city charter, and ordinances by formally authorizing the mayor or designee to negotiate the new firefighter contract on behalf of the City Council. The second is to provide family health coverage to Elise Parry as part of a compensation package for her part-time services, which were previously granted in violation of ordinances without City Council consent. Among the new resolutions are several tax abatements, as well as a proposal for a special event permit for the Main Street Holiday Stroll and authorization for the Public Works Director to purchase 3 Ford F-350 trucks with plows for a total of $163,485 to be paid out of the city's American Rescue Plan revenue replacement funds. The final resolution was again to bring the city into compliance with the city charter by having the council authorize the additional payment of a biweekly stipend to Lori Flanagan for her extra services in the tax assessor's office due to the absence of a permanent tax assessor since 2019. The meeting was adjourned at 9:04. This is Council President John Ward reporting for the Woonsocket City Council.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Vice President Harris continues her trip in the Philippines today, visiting a fishing village in the province of Palawan. It's part of a 3-day trip to an Asian ally that's central to America's bid to counter China's increasingly assertive stance in the region. Her visit to the area is the highest level trip by a Biden administration official. The 5 people killed, as well as 2 heroes who stopped a shooter, are being identified after the shooting attack on an LGBTQ nightclub Saturday night in Colorado Springs.